Hello everyone, Dan 14th Prime here. I want to do a video share out today with you guys on the Hot Toys Justice League Tactical Suit Batman. This is their MMS 432. Beautiful, beautiful figure. I think the suit is just super cool. The cape is very nice as well. I will say this thing articulates a bit like a brick. So really difficult to get this guy in some poses. The accessory pack out leaves a bit to be desired as well. Check me out on Instagram, same handle, Dan 14th Prime. You'll see some pictures of the box and the pack out and all of that out there. If you're interested in picking this figure up, and I do think it's aesthetically a beautiful, beautiful piece, check the link in the description below. I'll have some shopping options for you down there. And as always, if anything on the channel is ever helpful to you, any shopping you do through those links supports the channel at no cost to you and is very much appreciated. It is Tacticool, as they say. Let's dive in closer and check this figure out. Let's start off here with this head sculpt. I will say the cowl here is really well done. It looks great, I think. There's just so much texture going on. There's areas of sort of texture, smooth areas, and then like streaked areas that almost look like freshly brushed wet paint, kind of all going across really the top and the sides of the cowl like that. And then again, it's down here where you have these more knotty texture areas of different sizes. Got small ears on this cowl. There's some of those smooth accent areas. It's just so cool. So well designed. Really happy with that look. Very tactical. With the head sculpt, you get some options. Of course, the goggles are the main thing there. You get two different sets here. So you can get a set that sort of sits up on top of the forehead there, like they're up. And these just, they plug in on the sides here. So to take these out, you just unplug that. Of course, we have a pair of goggles that will cover the entire eyes. Get those in, plug that inside there. That is the most tactical look. Got to wear your sunglasses at night. That looks really sweet. And then you can go with the no glasses look, because he just comes with little filler pieces. Snap in the side of the head there. One on that side too. And you can have a clean cowl look. So 3 options and all up top. As usual, he's got the lower magnetic faceplate, so you can just kind of pull that off. The version I had on there had the most teeth. This is sort of middle teeth, slightly open mouth. And then you can do the more subdued look with the fully closed mouth. I like these because with Hot Toys, we always get pretty boring facial expressions. So with the swap out mask, you can get some more aggressive expressions in the mouth. He also has swap out eyes. And the set I have on there is looking just slightly to his right. If you want to swap them out, you just sort of flip the cape up and pull the cowl off like so. Little tool here, which I'll go behind the camera probably to do. Well, maybe I can do it here. Just go in there and pull it out. Got to kind of shake that out of there. Here's another set of eyes. Basically just looks like it's looking to the left to me. And then the third set, he's basically looking straight at you with that third set. So that's all your head options. And just push that back on there to get that back. And then just flip the edges of the cape a little bit over the cowl there. So those eyes and face swap outs, nothing new, as we know, with Batman. So it's mainly the goggles and the look of the cowl, which is something special with this suit. And if we go down, you can just take in the overall suit. I think it looks really good. That gray and kind of the armor plates, really nice. Kind of got some shine to it, some texture into it. The bat insignia there. The ab plating. He's got those gauntlets all over his forearms and all strapped up. Some nice wear on the armor too, especially through that the ab plate section. Here at the midsection, you check out the utility belt. I am sort of putting that up a bit. When it came out of the box, you know, you can rock it down here, and you can really get the plates to show all the way down there. I just think it looks like Torso Man. When you have it down there and just step back and look at that, I just think like, you know, it's kind of like the length of my hand up to my wrist. for the legs, and then the same for up to the top of the head. So it just looks like it cuts them in half, and the proportions are weird. So I kind of edge up the bat belt. Let's just go down the second half of the figure here. Again, the big thigh armor. I mean, the strapping is cool. It's all like molded, I guess, plastic, basically. All the straps and everything. And these sort of carbon fiber, I don't know what they would be, looking armor pieces. All just kind of attach on there, down into the knee, and then the same with the shin. So yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful figure. Really, if you're looking to pick this thing up, again, link below. It's for the look of this suit. Otherwise, in terms of accessories and technology or things like that, nothing really new with this figure. Do a quick pan of the profile here. Accessory-wise, I think I wish it would have came with that alien blaster gun on this one. They put that on the Ben Affleck sculpted one, which is curious. Felt it should have been here. Check out those gauntlets with the sharp blades in the back there. And again, they're sort of like that goldish accented color still. And we can kind of get his arm out of the way to take a look through the midsection. See how that armor wraps through there. The bat belt comes through, and you get some of his containers all the way around toward the back of the hip. Guy's got a butt on him that would rival Deadpool. Give him a run for his money. Check that video out if you don't know what I'm talking about. Again, just the armor comes around the side. You see all the straps and everything down to the foot. I think the cape is really nice. It's got some shine to it, and definitely some marking and some design into it, let's say. Got some nice pleats. It's definitely a better cape than BVS. Just in terms of the material and everything. Trying to get this thing all unfolded. It's huge when you want it to be. You can never use all that or do anything with it. There's no wires or anything. You get a nice tattered look all around the bottom edge of the cape. Otherwise, it kind of just folds back on itself with that pleat coming off the cowl. Puts this seam all the way down. If I get the cape out of the way, Hot Toys doesn't cut any corners. So around the back of the suit there. Some cool designs and patterns going on. Obviously, you got the zipper going up the main back of the suit. But still some detail under there that looks pretty good. And you see a lot of the suit without the armor and what that design looks like underneath. Down here with the big bat butt. And down into the back of the legs, all the straps and everything. Very cool. In terms of other accessories, like I said, it's a little underwhelming. I think we've seen most all of this. It's got a grappling gun here with a nice wood handle. And we've definitely seen that, I think, with BVS. Another type of grappling weapon here. We've seen it before. Some wrist pegs. Some effects here that you can use shooting out of the grappling weapon. We've seen all these, a straight one, a squiggly one. Little unshot ones you can attach into the gun here. Or even a full hook here you can kind of set in there like that. Fortunately, that one sticks a bit better. Always had a problem with BVS with that falling out. 3 batarangs, which we've seen 100 times, and then some little mines. 3 of these little things, and honestly, this is the only thing that I don't think I have seen before in a Batman kit. Looks like little bombs or something. In terms of hands, you get these 7 hands. You get a pair of fists there. As always, the gloves look nice, gold knuckles. Nice detail through there. You get this open-handed look. Pair of these. You get this here, kind of trigger fingers left and right for the grappling guns. And then you get 1 hand for the batarang. Right hand only. In terms of the stand, you get this big Justice League sort of plank-looking stand. Batman Tactical suit on there. It's just of the crotch grabber variety. Pretty big and chunky, so I'm not too crazy about it. But one thing that's cool is it is pretty high. So it's elevated, so if you have figures in the background, this gives them a couple inches of lift that'll let them show up a bit better if they're behind some other toys or figures in your collection. Then finally here, which is the Sideshow exclusive here in the US, you get the mother box for the figure. I believe each character comes with one of these, so you can kind of collect them all. Pretty hefty. I think this wing probably weighs dang near a pound. Very well done. Nice paint detail, nice sculpt. It's a little something extra you can display next to the figure if you like. Pretty quickly on articulation here, because this guy is a bit of a brick, like I said. You can turn the head. When you start to go too far, the cow's going to start to kind of look odd off the shoulder, but you get about like that. you can kind of look down a little bit, but it starts to pop off the cowl. So it's not really great articulation. When you start to go back, you start to get the cowl to lift. So there's something there. It's just not always great from all angles. Going up here, they only recommend about 70 degrees there. Going up with the arms, you can go forward probably about the same like that. You get some ratchet in there, so it helps with some of the pull on the suit. And again, the elbow, he's probably about 90 degrees. There is, of course, some of the usual swivel up there, so you can get a little bit of play up at the bicep. Then down in the hand, of course, you know that's going to kind of spin around. You get some of your usual articulation. This gauntlet can sometimes obstruct, really trying to get the hand to bend out. In terms of getting the arm to go back, it's a bit less, about like that. I can't say I've got a whole lot reliable through the torso and everything with just all of this armor over it. I think you can get like a slightest bit of twist. You know, you're probably talking like 15 degrees maybe there at the waist. A bit of just rock to the side at the waist. That's not a lot, and it really doesn't really stay is the hard part. I found it just likes to bounce back. Crunch, you know, the armor just doesn't really let you do it. If you get even a little bit, I think you'll find it sort of like just pulls back over time. So this whole torso is just a brick with this armor on it. Down to the legs here, again, they advise about 45 degrees, I think, per leg going out. You go about like that. Again, a little bit of swivel up there at the top of the hip. In terms of the leg kicking out, it's not a lot, and you got to watch this top thigh armor. But again, you probably get about 70 degrees, so that's very limiting right there. And probably even less going back. And then the knee here, you can basically get just a little bit shy of 90 degrees. And then, of course, at the ankle, you're going to be able to get all kinds of rock just on a ball joint there. So everything you need there at the ankle. So yeah, this figure, not the worst articulated Batman, Arkham Knight. But overall, still very, very limited. There's Tactical Suit Batman, and I've got him with the 2 BVS characters. I left out Batman Arkham Knight video game. Just totally different looking figure. But you can see how they scale, you know, basically, the same size, height, I think, all the way across. Definitely some difference with the cowl in terms of the neck and how that affects the overall height of the figure, I think shows up there on Tactical Suit. BVS had this big, bulky, hunching neck, whereas with Tactical Suit and just the new Justice League Batman, it's a bit more upright. But yeah, these definitely all look very, very good together. I still love that BVS Batman. There you have it, guys. Hot Toys Justice League Tactical Suit Batman. It is Tacticool. Beautiful figure. Very limited articulation. Seeming to be more and more the theme with Hot Toys. But happy I picked it up. If you're interested in picking it up, check the link in the description below. As always, any shopping you do through those links supports the channel at no cost to you and is very much appreciated. Alright guys, thanks for checking in. I'll see you next time.